Here are the 5 for the Clippers. We've got Patrick Beverley. Batuma's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Trailblazers, Giles is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then it's Robert Covington. And it's Simons in at the 2. Now here's Leonard. Here's George. Pass to Zubac. Just 5 on the clock. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. Here's Giles. It's hauled in by George.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Leonard with the bucket.
Kawhi Leonard is 230 pounds of nothing but pure strength. What a finish at the rim.
And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trailblazers. Outside, Covington. The pass to Lillard. The Trailblazers rebound. Here's Simons. Over George. And it's Simons missing.
Well, conversions have been a problem. 0 for 4.
Outside for George. Off target from outside.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
And the dunk by Covington.
Well, just incredible anticipation and hops by Robert Covington.
George dishes to Beverley. Back to George for 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Lillard scanning the floor. Over Beverley. Here's Nurkic. Kicks it out to Lillard. Stolen by Beverley. And now running up the court. Leonard pushing it up. And it's George finishing it off.
Well, Kawhi Leonard's passing skills have developed over the years. And if you give him that much attention, he'll find his teammates.
Beverley against Lillard. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now, here's George. He's got 5. Greg, you were a feared ball hawk in your playing days, and I know you see similar players playing today.
No doubt about that, Kev. You know, Ben Simmons, a player at 6'10" with those hands. He's incredible to watch on that. How about Fred VanVleet, though? He's a guy, they say he's 6'1". I don't know, but he gets into you and competes, man, and that's the beauty of our game. You know, you can be as big as the trees and have a major impact, or you can be one of those little fellas, as they like to call us, and be equally as effective on the floor.
Like the Chris Pauls, the Patrick Beverleys, there are a lot of those guys that play the ball like you did so well. Yeah, right. Great players.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Now here's Lillard. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Anthony comes in for Harry Giles. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Robert Covington. And Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony Simons. And Lillard throws it down.
And that was not an opportunity Lillard was going to let pass by. Getting down the floor in an instant and finishing on the break.
Now, here's Kennard.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line. That free throw good from Kennard. Both shots good from the stripe. Trailblazers trail by 3. Lillard outside. That misses, and a chance to tie it there.
I think he's got to settle down, because right now it feels like he's rushing, like he's forcing some shots. This quarter he has been completely bothered.
And Ibaka slams it in.
Well, a high percentage scorer with a great shot selection. Ibaka knows when to send it home.
Lillard from outside. That's a bucket. His third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Kennard with the ball. Now Anthony defending to the paint. Here's Jackson. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Not an easy basket for Jackson. He doesn't shoot a really high percentage, but he does make a lot of tough hoops.
Lillard outside with 1 on the clock. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Los Angeles on top. They're up by 4. From Portland, we're back in a moment. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Playing inside out in that first quarter led to some high percentage shots in the paint.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
Here are the 5 the Clippers have to start the second. They've got DeMarcus Cousins. Marcus Morris is out there with Ibaka. And there's Jackson, and it's Kennard in at the 2-guard position. Now, here's Kennard. Trying to get open is Ibaka. Drops in the layup for 2.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Passes it to Kanter. Back to Powell. McCollum feeling it out a bit. Inside. And Kanter throws it down.
And this is why Kanter is a fantastic pick-and-roll option. He's big as a screener and a superb roller.
Jackson kicks to Morris. Back to Jackson. To the middle. Deflects the pass. It's stolen by Anthony. McCollum against Jackson. Now here's McCollum. He's guarded close. And the rejection by Ibaka. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Poked loose. Stolen by Kanter. Here's Anthony. And it's Anthony with the jam.
That's a man with bad intentions. Melo in attack mode.
Jackson kicks to Cousins. Shoots it. That shot off. Excellent D from Kanter. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Jackson passes to Morris. Good work there as it goes. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Well, this guy's a capable scorer from the interior. Marcus Morris adept at using that size and touch to his advantage.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Cullen passes to Powell. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And here's McCollum for 3. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And Kawhi Leonard with a very analytical approach Doris to the game. Studies angles, movement, trying to groove in on perfect mechanics. I mean, he does it all.
Yeah, Kev, that goes back to his favorite high school subject, which was math. And think about how precisely he has built his game. He started at the free throw line, then went to the low post, and now has added the range game. Very analytic approach.
Here's Beverly. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the call. Portland the foul.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing. And his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there. Kind of a glue guy.
Now here's McCollum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 1:31 left to play here in the second quarter. Outside for Batum. Powell against George. Back to Batum. And the jam by Nicholas Batum.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
McCollum dishes to Carmelo. And that one drops for him. Anthony's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And we talk about court awareness. There, McCollum doing a beautiful job spotting the open man.
Now here's Leonard. 8 points for him. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. McCollum against Beverly. From downtown. McCollum, no good.
That makes him 0 for this quarter, and that has not helped their cause.
Anthony kicks to McCollum. Ball's knocked loose, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Batum. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Los Angeles on D. It's a 5-point game. Here's Simons. He can't get that one to fall. Excellent D there from George. Beverly finds Batum. Kicks it out to Leonard. Shoots over Covington. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. And you think about how Kawhi Leonard is able to dominate from the position at both ends of the floor. And
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Nurkic is out there with Giles. Then it's Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2 spot. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
The shot from the low post is good. Lillard's got 13.
And for someone who spends most of his time on the perimeter, Lillard's a terrific finisher inside. His moves to the basket aren't tentative. They are strong.
Kennard for 3. Ibaka, the pass to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kennard. Here's Cousins. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Listen, if you're that wide open, you have to take the shot, even if it's not your favorite.
Here's Lillard. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
And so Ibaka will bring it up for the Clippers. They lead by 1. Jackson kicks to Kennard.
I see him.
Out to Morris. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
So for the Clippers. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pass to Nurkic. Lillard fires away from way outside. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, he hasn't proven to be much of a floor spacer for them. He had the 1-3, but that was back in the first half.
Leonard with the ball. Now Covington defending. Beverly, the pass to Leonard. Back to Beverly. Clock at 4. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Here's Batum, and he banks in the layup. Batum's got his second bucket tonight.
Well, I'll tell you this, if the defense collapses, if it makes a mistake momentarily, Beverly has the kind of basketball IQ to take advantage.
Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Beverly against Lillard. To the paint, Giants. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
If the keys to your offense are in Lillard's hands, you're going to be in pretty good shape. Check out how well he runs the pick and roll there. That's just a perfect way to play.
Count that one.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
When the story of Kawhi Leonard is told, it will be about the hard work being the secret of his success. Here was a guy who was not the most vaunted prospect in either high school or college. But boy, he kept his eyes on what he was after, and he kept working.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the rim, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Now, here's George. 5 points in the game, and that one is good from Zubac. And Doris, you were talking about Leonard's work ethic. Going back to San Diego State, he used to come in at 6:30 in the morning. No lights on in the gym, so he brought his own lamps. I mean, the guy was dedicated.
No doubt, Kevin, and that has been the through line of his career. First to practice, last to leave. He has that hunger to improve, the drive and the desire to put in the time to be great. There's a price to be paid, and he's willing to pay it. This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Here's Simons, defended by George.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. George dishes to Leonard. Shoots. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Listen, he knows he should have made that shot. We'll see if they can work it back to him in that same area.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Beverly finds Leonard. All sorts of time. Offensive rebound. And that one released in time, but no good. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Clippers lead by 2. From Portland, we're back in a moment. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Setting the floor for the Clippers, we've got Luke Kennard. Baca is out there with Morris. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins, and it's Jackson in at the 1. Kennard. Here's Ibaka. The short one's on the money. Ibaka's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Los Angeles. And here's McCollum. Pass to Canner. Back to McCollum. Three-pointer. And that one is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Here's Kennard. Good. And it's Cousins picking up the assist. And the Clippers lead by 6.
Boy, that is absolutely gorgeous by DeMarcus Cousins. Run the offense through your big man, and he will find the open man.
McCollum against Jackson. McCollum passes to Cannon. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
And there's the pass to Kennard. Knocks it loose. Stolen by McCollum. And now McCollum running the floor all by himself. Up again.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. A 2-point game. Now, here's Kennard. Ibaka outside. This is to Jackson. Back to Ibaka. 6 to shoot. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. Top of the key jumper, no good. And an intentional foul right there. And Portland making a change here. Lillard's checked in. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Here's McCollum. And it's all evened up.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. George up top. He is guarded by McCollum. Pass to Beverly. Back to George. And George with the stuff.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Lillard, right side. Leonard with the steal. And Beverly kicks to George. Here's Leonard. The shot comes out, and the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist in this one. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Leonard. Carmelo Anthony grabs the board. Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there to take the lead. And it's sent back by George.
Paul George, tremendous vertical. How fast does he get off his feet?
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Leonard.
This is a former Finals MVP. He will not blink in the biggest of moments.
Lillard with it. To the right side. The tray. It doesn't go for him.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
George dishes to Leonard. 1:02 left to play in the final quarter. Outside for George. 6 on the shot clock. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
Boy, how big might this sort of mistake play out? You never know, but sometimes these are game changers.
Lillard outside. And the rejection by Zubac. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. It's in!
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Lillard again missing. And here are the Clippers. Outside Leonard. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter. George passes to Batum. And George kicks to Beverly. Back to George. Oh, wow. Unable to get a shot off in time. And they turn it over. A very unfortunate time there to pick up a shot clock violation. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They trail by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Paul George.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances.
All right. Coming up next, Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sport. DA.
Kevin, thanks very much. Nikola Jokic loves to pass. He said an assist makes two.
Sure is. Thanks, DA. The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. We've got Damian Lillard. Giles is out there with Nurkic. Then it's Robert Covington, and it's Simons in at the shooting guard. And for the Nuggets, they've got Nikola Jokic. Porter is out there with Bol. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the 1 spot. Here's Simons. Lillard attacking. 2 points. That one goes. Lillard's got the game going here with the first basket for the Trail Blazers.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Barton passes to Jokic. The 3. He doesn't hit that one. Now Portland takes it the other way. Pass to Giles. Outside Covington. Back to Giles. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Love the patience from Covington. Lets the situation develop and then delivers a perfect strike.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Murray the pass to Jokic. And Jokic throws it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Lillard.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Bol kicks to Murray. It's Barton on the wing. Fires for 3. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Jokic is not the quickest guy off the floor, but he uses his body well and great timing to get the offensive rebound.
Lillard scanning the floor. Now about 2 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Launches a 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Barton. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Lillard, right side. Here's Giles. That one, no good. Now Denver takes it the other way. Covington's shot is off. Barton outside. Down low. And Jokic slams it in.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
And Jokic carrying that standard for a superstar big man. For your money, though, Bones, is he the best true center in the game?
I don't think he's a true center in the sense, GA, that you can't really go down to the post and have him create his own offense by scoring the basketball. Of course, he's going to create plays for his teammates. I still think AD holds that title right now.
Murray, good.
Murray, not much fear there as he gets amongst the trees, looking in control down low.
1:44 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to Simons. To the inside and stolen by Murray. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And again, it's Denver.
And Porter with good focus just to find some room in the mid-range.
Trailblazers trail by 4. We've got 1:18 left here in the opening quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard drills it from outside. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Inside, Nurkic with the steal. Lillard the pass to Simons. Here's Covington. Gets a hand on it. It's good on the putback.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
They just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Now here's Murray. He kicks it to Bol. Passes it to Jokic. And Denver again with the bucket.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Lillard against Murray. Nurkic the pass to Lillard. The 8-footer. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint. Here's Bol. And foul on the shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Trailblazers lead by 1. We'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
Keep plays alive with your activity. That's what it's about.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Denver, JaVale McGee is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Monte Morris. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Dozier in at the 3 spot. Morris against McCollum. And the pass to Powell. 5 on the clock. Here's Cantor. Greg, we have a league of many great playmakers, don't we?
Oh, there's no doubt about it. LeBron James is obvious. You know, he played point guard technically for the first time last season, but he's always been a floor general. You look at a young man like Ja Morant, and he's been on the attack since day one when he hit the league. And there's so many more of those guys that are having an impact, understanding the value of that lead guard position. It is fun to watch.
It is so fun to watch. I agree. Here's Jones. And he uses the glass on the layup.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Oh, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Out of hand on it. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. Jones, the pass to McCollum. Anthony dishes to Jones. Back to Anthony. That's tipped. It's stolen by Morris. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Rivers with it. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. He dishes it to Gordon. And then Gordon with the dunk.
I like that. Staying alert. Rivers keeping his head up to find the open man.
Portland trailing here. Cullen passes to Powell. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Back to McCollum. Over Morris. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Rivers. Morris inside. Defended by Jones. Now here's Rivers. And finished off by Rivers.
Well, the problem defensively after Rivers gets a step is nobody sliding over in time to slow him down.
Powell finds McCollum. Down low. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Pass to Gordon. Denver passing it around. To the middle. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him. And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Feeds it to Bol. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Lillard outside. Nurkic against Jokic. Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Giles. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. And it's Simons missing. It's his first trip to the line.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And for a big man, Jokic is more than just a good free throw shooter. He is fantastic.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for the Nuggets.
And it's been a really good day for him at the line. Some other bigs have well-documented problems on their free throws. He's not one of them.
Murray against McCollum. Lobs it up for Cantor.
McCollum with a great job using the screen, deadly either shooting or passing. Just a great job of reading things and action off the pick.
Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
There's some length from Murray as a guard there.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter was all about Nikola Jokic. He had 10 points and 6 rebounds. And Kenny Wood. And that.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Jones is out there with Anthony. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's C.J. McCollum. And it's Powell in at the 2-guard. Murray, good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
McCollum against Murray. McCollum kicks to Powell. They get it back. Kanter dishes to McCollum. Pass to Anthony. Outside, Jones. And here is Powell. Martin defending. Goes back up. The shot by Powell, no good. The Nuggets leading by 7. Murray finds Green. There's the triple. But they recover it. Jokic passes to Murray. Jokic. The kick out to Barton. Dishes to Murray. And another shot. And the layup is up and in. Murray's got 8 points.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Passes to Jones. Back to Powell. And the foul on Jamal Murray. That's his first foul. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. McCollum against Murray. McCollum, no good.
Not been an easy start. 3 straight misses here on these possessions.
And McCollum has done a lot to improve his impact on the defensive end. Very active with his hands and how he challenges shots.
Well, the blocks numbers last year jumped up a bit. That's kind of a nice indicator of what you're talking about, GA. and he just doesn't get tired. And if he can give some more on the defensive end like he's shown, it's going to help out the team.
Shot clock at 6. They need this. Yep, that one goes.
That's a great read on the pick and roll by McCollum. The defender backing up leaves him no hope of affecting that shot.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Back to Porter. Fires from deep. Denver the rebound. Murray the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Cantor. And it's Jokic missing. Trailblazers trail by 10. Cantor inside. He's against Jokic. Powell dishes to Cantor. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Cantor's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, not explosive. Cantor shows some mobility right there on the pick and roll.
McCollum against Murray. That shot is off. Excellent D from Cantor. Anthony kicks to Jones. And here's McCollum for 3. Porter pulls it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Barton finds Murray. Outside Porter. Denver passing it around. They grab their own miss. Green. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one's on Anthony.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
The Nuggets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Here's Simons. Back to Lillard. Kicks it to Nurkic. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
The pass to McGee. Back to Green. Morris outside. The Nuggets get it back in a new 14. Green passes to Rivers. And the wide open shot from Morris. And again, Denver no good. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
That's a 2 from Lillard. And off the left side of the rim. And it swirls in for him.
Now there's another way Lillard can beat you off the ball. Great timing on the catch and shoot.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Dozier. No points in the game yet for him. Green up on top. Here's Dozier. Lets it go with the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. And the Nuggets lead by 11. 8 seconds left to play here in the third. Lillard from outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's Denver. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And we'll be back with you shortly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Rivers out there with Morris. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Dozier in at the 3. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get from him.
And Morris throws it down.
And that kind of sums up how this game is going.
Attack-minded all the way.
Yeah, great read, calls his own number, and then sends it home.
Lillard finds Nurkic. Back to Lillard. Shoots the 3. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Yeah, and they are living and dying from beyond the arc since halftime. It's a different look than what we saw in the first half.
Morris against Lillard. It's Rivers on the wing. McGee the pass to Dozier. Shot clock at 5. Kicks it out to Gordon. Lots of room. And it's Portland with the rebound. Covington with it. Guarded now by Morris. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Anfernee Simons. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Barton surveying the floor. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
That is one athletic young player. Murray making those dunks look easy.
Lillard dishes to McCollum. Back to Lillard. He kicks to Covington. Out to the right wing. Clock at 6. From 12 feet out. And he hits the jump shot.
Consistent and accurate from that particular spot on the floor. The offense kind of predicts those shots. Lillard's got a good eye for the mid-range.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Whistle blows. If that's going to be a travel. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Lillard outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Lillard operating with smoothness there makes the defender overcommit, and when you're out of position, you end up fouling.
Denver making a switch here. Rivers checked in.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. And Jokic slams it in.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
Lillard outside. To the inside. It's deflected. Now Murray. Pass to Jokic. Unloads. But they'll get another chance. Outside for Murray. Offline with his 3.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Portland no good that time either. And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for the Nuggets. Jokic high post. Deep 2 from Murray. Doesn't go for him. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's Lillard. And it's Denver with the rebound.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Gordon's checked in for Porter. Murray dishes to Rivers. To the middle. Ball kicks to Jokic. Good on the baseline, Jay. And the Nuggets lead by 10.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And here's Rivers. Murray left side. And stolen by Lillard.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Do you want to keep expending energy, or do you want to start thinking about the next one?
From outside, off the mark. Gordon with it. From outside the arc, buries the long-range jumper.
and once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them, complete control.
So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets. It's opening lineup. Jokic is out there with Aaron Gordon. Then there's Jamal Murray. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Porter in at the 3 spot. And for Los Angeles, they've got Paul George. Batum is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Ivica Zubac, and it's Beverly in at point guard. Now here's Leonard. In the corner, George with it. Passes it to Zubac. Leonard attacking, just 4 to shoot. Stolen by Gordon. Here's Murray. Down low. Jokic finds Murray. And it's Barton atop the key. 6 to shoot. Batum with the steal. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, a couple turnovers here early on in the quarter, but he's got to just tighten it up a little bit.
And here is Murray. And the teams we're seeing tonight, Steve, they have very deep rotations.
And Kevin, when you can go maybe 10 deep, it keeps your locker room happy. It also protects your team against injuries sinking a season.
And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Leonard the pass to George. Shot clock at 6. And it's George finishing it off.
Kawhi has all the physical gifts, and the one thing I love, he really can pass.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
So difficult to stay planted, especially with all the motion around you. Annoying turnover.
Now here's Leonard. Here's Zubac. No good from 11 feet. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Leonard with the steal. And finished off by Leonard.
The evolution of Leonard's game, making things happen with the dribble drive.
And here's Denver, trailing by 2.
And Smitty, with LeBron getting into his late 30s, KD coming off the Achilles. He's putting on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Porter against Leonard.
Mistake by the defender, fouling a very good free throw shooter in Kawhi.
This is his first free throw of the game. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Leonard hits them both.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Murray against Beverly. Murray kicks to Jokic. The putback and the second chance effort by Gordon.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
Outside Leonard. Elbow shot is on the way, and he drops that one in. Leonard's got 6.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Murray surveying the D. Inside. Jokic inside. He's guarded by Cousins. That one goes. Count it.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game.
The question is, do you leave him in? Obviously, you don't want him to pick up a third foul this early.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Here's Cousins, and then Cousins with the dunk.
It doesn't matter that Cousins plays with that much weight. The quick first step is a great equalizer.
Morris inside. Jackson on him. McGee, the pass to Dozier. 5 to shoot. He kicks the ball. Over Ibaka. Morris with the rebound. And Morris has got the ball here for the Clippers. And Cousins throws it down.
Nice find by Luke. Shows good vision in both half court and in transition.
Morris against Jackson. They get the rebound. McGee slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Marcus Morris picks one up there.
And that's a lesson for the D. Fight harder on the glass.
Reason why: lack of focus, lack of communication, which led to second chance points. Well, how can you not love the continued resurgence of JaVale McGee? There were some years where he was trying to figure it out. Now he's a big factor for this team at center.
Here's Kennard. Here's Ibaka. A 3 from Morris. Pass to Kennard. Back to Ibaka. And stolen by Bull. Here's Rivers. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And still a close game as the first. And catching up with Luke Kennard before the game, he discussed.
This game, it's.
Greg, you know this. It takes time mentally for the game to slow down.
It's a great point. This is why most championship teams are laden with seasoned veterans. You can't rush experience. It happens at its own pace.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Clippers?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got Marcus Morris. Kennard is out there with Reggie Jackson. Then it's Ibaka, and it's Cousins in at the 5. And Ibaka kicks to Kennard. Back to Ibaka, and Ibaka slams it in.
The aggressive side of Serge coming through as Serge himself at the rim.
Morris outside. Stolen by Jackson. Now the Clippers moving it up. Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Dishes it to Ibaka. Jackson against Morris. Back to Ibaka. The pass to Cousins. He can't hit that time. Excellent D that time there from McGee. Here's Rivers. The shot missing. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Bull with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. McGee finds Rivers. Here's Dozier. Banked in off the glass. Dozier's got 4 points this quarter.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Jackson passes to Ibaka. Kennard against Rivers. Back to Ibaka. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for it.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, They pass it. They can shoot it from the free throw line. They give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Nobody near Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. And here's Beverly. He brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Here's George. And the Clippers miss again. Denver in the lead. And Murray, here we go. And he gets the bucket. Murray's got his second basket of the game.
I think Murray's toughness gives him an edge on drives. He just doesn't back down.
Here's George. Count it. Good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Murray outside. Misses from short range. And Los Angeles guys shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%.
Long and athletic, PG-13 is a terror when he reaches the cup.
Here's Murray. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4. Guys, no one team gaining control early on.
Yeah, and you look at the lead changes. 6 already.
Murray against Beverly. On the wing, George. And stolen by Barton. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Gordon's running. Finished off the break. Gordon's got the lead up to 3 now for the Nuggets.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
Now here's Leonard. He has 6. With a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters. Thank you, David. And we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They never put themselves in too much. And that
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Without question, Jamal Murray displaying his skills today.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Murray out there with Will Barton. Then it's Porter. And it's Nikola Jokic. And it's Gordon in at the power forward.
And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for Zubats. For Denver, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And with what we saw in the bubble, Murray has clearly elevated his game. Showed that he could be a #1 option on offense. I mean, his output was an incredible part of that run for the Nuggets.
Jokic kicks to Porter. Here's Barton. And the layup falls. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
You know, Greg, the further we went into the playoffs, the more Jamal Murray looked like a star.
I mean, Kevin, big shots in clutch situations. Logged heavy minutes, but, you know, never wavered. A truly heroic performance from Murray all postseason.
Pass to Jokic. Back to Murray from the arc. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 9.
3 straight to begin this half. Couldn't have drawn it up any better.
Outside, Batum. Leonard against Porter. Outside, George. Lock at 6. Passes it to Beverly. The dish to Leonard. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile one block.
And those are plays that get you in front and keep you in front.
The Nuggets leading by 9. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Here's Murray. Jokic inside. He's guarded by Cousins.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
George passes to Cousins. And the jam by DeMarcus Cousins.
A better athlete than some people give him credit. DeMarcus entertaining the crowd.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Here's what the Clippers are going with right now. Serge Ibaka, he's checked in for Batum. Marcus Morris comes in for Leonard. Kennard, he's checked in for George. And Reggie Jackson subbed in for Patrick Beverly. Jackson deciding where to go with it. Kennard's shot is off. Nuggets have gone 4 of 6 from the field since the start of the third. Morris dishes to Bull. Leaves it up and in off the pretty assist. And the Nuggets lead by 11.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Jackson passes to Kennard. 1:44 left in the third. Cousins trying to free himself up. Here's the Nuggets with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Morris dishes to Rivers. The feed to McGee. Pass to Dozier. Deflects the pass. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Fantastic anticipation. He has active hands. Even though he doesn't come away with the turnover, he's disrupting their offensive flow.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The pass to Kennard. And 1:01 left here in the third quarter. Outside for Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Back to Kennard. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. The offensive rebound.
This is the shot you want right at the rim. He just couldn't deliver.
It's deflected. Here's Dozier, covered by Morris. Rivers gets a wide open look. McGee. Pass to Rivers. Here's Dozier. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Goes up again. He can't get that one. Nice D from Cousins. Clippers trail by 11. Morris into the lane. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Morris outside. Here's Dozier. No good on the last second attempt there. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Nuggets lead by 11. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Baca is out there with Marcus Morris. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And there's Jackson, and it's Kennard in at the shooting guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now Morris. Ibaka.
And that's how you do it. Ibaka still able to surprise people very quick off the floor.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And here's George. Outside Leonard. It's good.
One of the more physical wings in the league. Kawhi gets smacked there, but not to be denied.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Denver Nuggets. To the paint. Jokic finds Murray. Gordon with it. No good on the three.
This is the shot they wanted to get. Right guy, right spot, wrong result.
Got that one up quick.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Just about 1.5 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Beverly against Murray. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Love how creative Murray is with the ball. Just dribbling through defenders like it's nothing.
Zubac kicks to George. And the foul on Will Barton. That's foul number 2 for him. Beverly with the ball. 6 on the shot clock. On the wing, Batum. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. The Nuggets leading by 7. Here's Murray. Green up on top. From downtown, good, and the assist goes to Murray. Green's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now here's Beverly. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
So explosive with the dunk. Kawhi Leonard gets up quick to slam it down.
Now Murray. In the corner, it's Gordon. Tipped away. Batum with the steal. Here's George. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. And here's George. Barton defending. George dishes to Batum. Here's Leonard over Gordon. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Such a crafty score. Nice pump fake by Leonard to draw the foul.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And great work at the line there to chip away at the lead. A few more productive trips here, and things could really get interesting.
Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Murray for 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
That's the first that brings them within 5.
Batum brings length and a versatile game to his spot on the wing, and his defense always a big asset for this team. He's the kind of player that everybody needs to have out there, kind of a glue guy.
Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. Offensive rebound. Clippers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. Outside Leonard. George up top. He's covered by Murray. Back to Leonard. He feeds it to Batum. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And the Clippers making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. And Denver also making a switch. Holes checked in. Denver's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Barton against George. Barton drives in. Here's Jokic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Dozier's checked in.
adding a little cushion to their advantage. Nice work at the line.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
And I don't think they will. The problem is they've waited too long to make a move.
Here's Leonard. Nice D from Porter. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Ball kicks to Murray. And a wide open look for Porter. Off target from three-point range. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Chalk up 2 there.
He's been there before, played in big moments of big games. Ibaka coming through in the clutch.
And here is Murray. From deep. Off target. So it's the Nuggets taking the W in a close one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The beaches of Santa Monica. And let's take a look at our starters for Portland. They've got Giles, also Robert Covington out there, Damian Lillard out there with Nurkic, and it's Simons in at the two-guard spot. And for the Clippers, they've got Paul George, Ivica Zubac is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Beverly in at the point. Now here's Leonard. Great D that time from Nurkic. Fast break, here we go. Covington finds Lillard. Here's Nurkic, back to Lillard. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Lillard against Leonard. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And he's got the athleticism and strength to be a powerful presence inside. Leonard never afraid to get in and mix it up down low.
Here's Simons. Lillard attacking, and Lillard throws it down.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Now, here is George. Outside Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Just 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And the dunk by Zubac.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
Lillard looking around. Pass to Nurkic. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Oh, the closer Nurkic is to the basket, the more dangerous he is. A solid interior scorer.
George passes to Leonard. Ibaka outside. Lets it go from 11. The rebound by Giles. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Back to Lillard. Pass to Simons. He goes up again. Nurkic can't hit.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the layup.
And it's blocked. They retain possession. Zubac kicks to Beverly. And the baseline jumper, no good.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Lillard, the pass to Simons. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much needed asset.
Now here's Zubac. Back to George. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
And it's the Trailblazers on the break. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Kennard, the pass to Cousins. Upside, Batum. And again, it's the Clippers missing. Portland leading by 3. Covington into the lane. Good work defensively by Morris.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Kennard finds Cousins.
This is why Kennard's teammates appreciate him. He's good at sharing the wealth when they're uncovered.
To the left wing. Lillard against Jackson. And then Lillard slams it in.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on you.
And guys, it's clear, though, he enjoys showing off his athleticism. The D can't give him these opportunities.
And here is Los Angeles now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Shot clock at 6. Batum with the ball. Can't recover. Here's Cousins. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. And now the fast break. Anthony with the ball. It's Powell on the wing. Kennard covering. Cullen passes to Carmelo. And it's sent back by Morris.
Oh, just fantastic defense for Morris, getting right in the face of the shooter and coming up with the rejection. Toughness and energy on the boards, and an easy putback to show forward.
And that does it for the first quarter. Trailblazers lead. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
what we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. So for the Clippers right now, they've got Morris. Batum is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Jackson, and it's Kennard in at the 2 spot.
They've tailored their offense around him. Let me tell you, he loves playing in this system.
Clippers trail by 7. Jackson looking it over. Morris against Jones. Morris inside. Batum dishes to Morris. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot. 24-second violation. Portland leading by 7. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Cullen passes to Cantor. Stolen by Beverly. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. George with the ball.
A guy with George's focus can shrug off the contact. He won't let the defender disrupt his rhythm.
George against Powell. Kicks to McCollum. Leonard with the steal. McCollum against George. He dishes it to Beverly. Puts one up from 19. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide open man easily.
Back to McCollum. Down low, stolen by Zubac. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's George. Zubac finds Leonard. That one goes in, and it's now only a 1-point Portland lead.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
The size, the timing of Ibaka, tailor-made for protecting the rim.
Here's McCollum. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Okay, think of you in a New York Knicks uniform, legendary arena you played in. What was that experience like?
Kevin, intense. I remember the first time I suited up in a preseason game. We played the Dallas Mavericks. Both teams went up and down the court 3 times and nobody scored, and the fans started booing. And that's when I knew this is a little bit different. You better bring your A game.
And thicker skin, correct?
That too, yeah. Fortunately, there was no social media or internet back then. Goodness gracious.
Jackson misses.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Giles, defended by George. Nurkic trying to get open, and that one, good. Giles has got his first bucket in this one.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
George up top. Here's Simons. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. The dish to Cousins. Kicks it out to Leonard. Covington with the steal. Fast break. Here they come. And the rejection by Jackson. And here we go. Fast break. Cousins has got it. Outside Leonard. Fires the 3. Here's Ibaka. Nurkic with the block. Now the pass to Simons. They get a hand on it. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. There's 49 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And the basket by Lillard.
Now with his ability to accelerate, defenders have to be careful against Lillard. It's either give him the 3 or risk the blow by.
Leonard attacking. Ibaka. Back to Leonard. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Cousins. And again, the turnover by the Clippers.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Ibaka. Morris comes in for Leonard. And it's Luke Kennard in for George. And the rejection by Cousins. Kennard kicks to Batum. Outside for Jackson. Passes to Cousins. Good, nice job down low.
Oh, there's no question how valuable Boogie is in the painted area now. It makes it a lot easier on the perimeter guys when you got someone like him inside.
And so we wrap up the first half. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. Their field goal percentage was a rope. That's all for now.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close to the game that's been so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
Yeah, slicing through the gaps in the defense. I mean, getting many of his buckets in the paint.
Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Giles is out there with Robert Covington. Then it's Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard position.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years. A career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
And it's out of bounds. The Clippers able to retain possession here. Clock is at 3. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Trailblazers leading by 9. Pass to Simons. Back to Lillard. Right wing. Here's Simons. Kennard covering. Floats it up there for Nurkic.
Tough to guard in these screen and rolls. I mean, I love how Nurkic positions himself and gets creative in these situations.
The Clippers shooting 39% from the floor. Not their best. Back to Kennard. Jackson against Lillard. Jackson kicks to Kennard. Pass to Batum. Dishes it to Cousins. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And it's a completely new group for Los Angeles. Giles, the pass to Lillard. No good on the triple.
Offensive breakdown, and they can't capitalize. He'll hit that shot almost every time.
Leonard dishes to Beverly, and there's the pass to George. Out to Ibaka. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Ibaka's got it back down to single digits for the Clippers.
Yeah, high percentage look there for Ibaka. He can be automatic in there when given room.
Lillard from outside. That one's not going to go. The Clippers go the other way with it. And there's a whistle. That goes on Harry Giles. That's his first foul. So it's the Clippers now. George finds Leonard. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Beverly, the pass to Ibaka. It's stolen by Jones. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's foul number 2 for him. Portland leading by 9. Now McCollum. Pass to Cantor. Takes a 3. And McCollum the bucket on the assist from Enes Kanter. McCollum's got 5.
You got to know McCollum is looking to fire off the pass. This is why you must play up on him.
And Beverly kicks to Leonard. Outside, George. Pass to Zubats. Back to George. Jacks up a three. Nailed from three-point land. He's got 7.
And, boy, he's got terrific feel on that jump shot. That's how George knocks down those catch-and-shoot jumpers in the blink of an eye.
Pass to Anthony. Back to McCollum. There's the pass to Jones. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. We were all witnesses last year to the pandemic, which struck with worldwide repercussions. The NBA was no exception. The 1920 season was altered, and this season was delayed. But the league is finding a sense of solidarity and resolve under the leadership of Adam Silver. Now, sports is a microcosm of society as a whole, and we all are finding different ways to overcome this. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks, DA. McCollum passes to Jones. Portland needs to get off a shot. Anthony's shot is off. Stolen by Kansas. The three from McCollum. Outside, Jones. In the corner, Powell with it. A three-pointer off the mark. Clippers trail by 9. Here's Leonard. And foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Trailblazers lead by 9. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Batum is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then it's Luke Kennard. Then it's Marcus Morris. And it's Jackson in at the 1. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. McCollum kicks to Jones. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That is his first foul of the game. Here's McCollum. On defense, the Clippers. They trail by 9 points. Jones, the pass to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
He's one of the best per-minute rebounders in the game. Kanter gets a lot of his points this way.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And Portland making a change here. Here's Nurkic. He's checked in for Enes Kanter. Harry Giles comes in for Carmelo Anthony. Robert Covington's checked in for Jones. And Lillard subbed in for Norman Powell. Lillard against Leonard. Ring shot on the way. kept alive. Back to McCollum. Out to the wing. Three-pointer, Lillard. Fails to score here. He has made 5 of 12 to this point. Leonard kicks to Beverly. Out to Ibaka. Outside Leonard. Passes it to Zubac. Hangs. Trying to get open as Ibaka. And it'll go. And the Blazer lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from Zubac. Beverly against McCollum. He dishes it to Lillard. A 3-ball. Rebound by the Clippers. Leonard's got 4 rebounds in this game.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
Off target from the wing. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Trailblazers. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something that I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Lillard, the pass to Covington. Lillard with it. Leonard picks him up. Covington wide open. He fires. And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's foul number 2 for him. Clippers trail by 9. George dishes to Leonard. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Ibaka outside. George against McCollum. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
Carmelo Anthony's checked in for Portland. Here is Lillard. There's 1:40 left in the fourth, and he makes that one.
Pick and roll master. You got to respect how decisive Lillard is. I mean, he often makes great decisions.
Beverly finds Leonard. Los Angeles with another miss.
I guess even he has to miss one of those once in a while.
McCollum, no good.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Knocked away. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And the Clippers making a switch here. Cousins is checked in. Portland also making some changes. Enes Kanter's checked in for Nurkic. And Zach Collins subbed in for Robert Covington. Lillard from outside. Serge Ibaka with the rebound.
With all these three-pointers he's missed in the first half, I mean, he's become a weight around their neck. Somebody tell this guy to be more unselfish.
And again, it's the Clippers missing.
Come on, you got to get up on him and play some defense. They won't get away with that next time.
McCollum from deep three-point land. Can't drop the tough three-pointer. Outside Leonard. And it's Portland with the rebound. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Lobs it up for Kanter. And Lillard kicks to Collins. Here's the three. Back to McCollum. Three-pointer. DeMarcus Cousins comes up with the rebound. Right side George. Puts it up from 12. Offline. And so it's Portland winning this one.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The lights of downtown reflecting off the Willamette River in this terrific look. Look at the picturesque. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. They've got Nikola Jokic. Michael Porter's out there at Bol. Then there's Murray. And it's Barton in at the two-guard spot. And for the Trailblazers, they've got Giles. He's out there at Nurkic. Damian Lillard out there with Robert Covington. And it's Simons in at the shooting guard. Lillard against Murray. It's tipped. Jokic with the steal. Barton passes to Jokic. And that one drops. And instead of just swinging the ball around the perimeter, Clark, both these teams like to run offense through the post.
And I love that, Kevin. We don't see it very often, but you're right. Both of these teams emphatic about getting the ball inside, putting pressure on the defense by driving it inside or passing it into the post. And it allows both of them to play a very high-quality inside-out game.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for Denver. Murray dishes to Barton. Pass to Jokic. He kicks it to Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Boy, have to enjoy, guys, seeing Murray jam it down like that. I mean, his vertical is pretty impressive.
Simons, the pass to Lillard. To the inside. Jokic with the steal. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Bol and the dunk by Bol.
Now, you got to remember, Barton isn't just a scorer. This guy is also superb at finding open teammates.
The pass to Lillard. From deep. No good that time. And the Nuggets going the other way. Up top, Barton. Covered by Lillard. Here's Jokic. Pass to Bol. The feed to Barton. Nifty move. And the dunk by Bol.
That's just too easy for Bol. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Simons surveying the D. Lillard from outside. Jokic grabs the miss.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
A self-described country boy from the town of Sombor, Serbia. Jokic grew up racing horses, no less.
Boy, those are some nice factoids, Greg. Well done. From stable boy and jockey, but as he grew, basketball made the most sense. And to this day, he still loves horses and actually still has a few back in Serbia. Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
And a wide open look for Porter. And the rebound paying off as they pick up two on the second chance bucket right there.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes it to Nurkic. It's Lillard, top of the key. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. 6 to shoot. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. Giles, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Near the three-point line, it's McCollum. Pass to Anthony. Dishes to Jones. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. The Nuggets leading by 6. Lob pass to Gordon. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And when Gordon is launched and in the air like that, he's a mesmerizing guy to keep an eye on and just get out of the way.
Powell finds McCollum. Now Cantor. Guarded by McGee. The shot's good from Cantor.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
The Nuggets have gone 6 of 9, shooting it well. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Morris with the ball. Now Anthony defending, and the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. 24 seconds left in the first quarter. On the wing, Morris. No points in the game yet for him.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Yeah, they're scoring with confidence, making them count in the early going here.
And the dunk by Powell.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah.
I'll tell you what, I think the pass was even better. I mean, that was room service delivery at its finest.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets ahead, up 4 from Portland. We're back in a moment.
Selfless. I mean, you need to cure.
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Powell is out there with C.J. McCollum. Then it's Jones. Then it's Anthony. And it's Cantor in at center. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Cantor kicks to Jones. Feeds to Cantor. Stolen by McGee. Odd pass to Gordon. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely sleep.
Cullen passes to Cantor. Clock at 6. Fires the 3. McCollum, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Near the three-point line, it's Morris, the offensive rebound.
Yeah, you know, with his size and presence in the post, McGee has a lot of value on the offensive glass.
McCollum kicks to Powell. And the pass to Cantor. Back to Powell. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Pass to Dozier. He dishes it to McGee. Count it. And the Nuggets lead by 7.
I like the fact that McGee not just going through the motions here. I mean, setting a good solid screen, timing his roll perfectly. That's basketball 101 there.
Anthony, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
He got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Jones. Simons, he's checked in for Norman Powell, and Lillard subbed in for McCollum. Murray surveying the D. 1:41 left to play in the first half. To the middle. Denver needs to get off his shot. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Back to Lillard. Inside, Jokic with the steal. And Porter pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Boy, it was a bumpy start, too.
And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defender.
The Nuggets leading by 6. Barton outside. 51 seconds left in the second quarter. And Barton throws it down.
Barton is athletic and has great vertical, so he's terrific at throwing it down when he gets close to the basket.
Portland's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Here's Simons. Back to Lillard. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Jokic.
And when Lillard sees an opening, he takes full advantage. Skilled at drawing contact.
And both free throws good for Damian Lillard.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Yeah, I like everything you said there, because when all else fails, if you can get to the stripe, that's really a good way to change the momentum in the game, because you get points and you also slow down the opponent because the game isn't going up and down as much.
The Nuggets have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point. And so he hits the technical free throw.
You know, Jokic really burst on the scene during the 2016-17 season, guys. He's a shrewd, smart, tough, versatile center who does just about everything well.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
What strength from Lillard, just not allowing the defense to have the last word.
And so it's Denver bringing the quarter to a close. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. A pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the... And that should...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. It's been quite a game for Bol Bol.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
You know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. They've got Michael Porter, Bol is out there with Jokic. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Murray in at the point.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
And that one's good. Jokic.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry. And drafted with the 41st pick back in 2014. How about this? Jokic, the definition of a sleeper pick. He was actually asleep when the Nuggets drafted him.
The story goes on that his brother called him up trying to congratulate him, and Nico hung up in his face. How about that? Didn't hear the news until the next morning. He certainly has a different way of going about things, but there's no denying he's got a lot of game, and it's fun to watch. Good vision that time from Covington. Seems to have a nice knack for making the right pass at the right time.
Jokic finds Porter. Jokic passes to Porter. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Hey, when you look at Jokic, forget about calling him a good passing big man. He's a great passer, period.
Lillard dishes to Carmelo. Lillard attacking, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
So far, so good to begin this half. They're 3 for 3. Perfect.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Back to Jokic. Down low. And it's Bol that time on the assist by Jokic. Bol's got 8 points.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Now Lillard, 10 points for him. Here's Nurkic. The shot misses. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets leading by 7. Passes to Murray. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable, and there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden. I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA, and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Jokic passes to Gordon. Morris outside. They get it back. Pass to Dozier. Jokic against Collins. Gordon inside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Rivers. Off target from outside.
You know, he's not a knockdown shooter from there, but when you're that uncovered, you almost are forced to take it.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
McCollum against Morris. The pass to Jokic. And a miss there on the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
To the inside, Jones. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Morris outside. Pass to Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Jokic has a nice shot fake and did a good job that time getting the defenders up in the air and drawing the foul.
Now a timeout called by Portland. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
And he's been taking it to the rack all game, and they haven't been able to contain him. They have to put up better fight on the inside.
The first one falls. He hits both from the stripe.
Boy, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
Jokic firing on all cylinders for Denver. Between his points and his rebounds, he was a star for him in that quarter. Back right after this. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Derek Jones is out there with Collins. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's McCollum in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Jones finds Powell. Takes the 3. Tries again. The 3 from McCollum. Jones, no one around him. Passes it to Powell. Lets the 3 fly. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut to just 7 on the basket from Jones.
In that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
Gordon goes in. He feeds it to McGee. From down low. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Outside, Jones. It's 3-pointers off the mark. And Morris has got the ball here for the Denver Nuggets. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Here's Morris. Kicks it out to Gordon. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Murray against Lillard. And Giles now top of the key. Back to Lillard. And no good. But close on that one, so he'll shoot 2.
Lillard is really a force of nature. I mean, an incredible talent who torches just about everybody with his scoring ability.
Just solid. Really one of the very best there is at the free throw line.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Murray against Lillard. Lillard with the rebound. Trailblazers trail by 5. Covington with it. Now Bol defending. That's a 2 from Lillard and stolen by Bol. Here's Barton, and Barton throws it down.
And that's a sweet dime from Jokic. He's always had good vision, and it only seems to get better every year.
Lillard the pass to Nurkic. Lillard against Murray. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. Launches it. Pass to Lillard. It's up a 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
Murray outside. And it's Murray with the jam.
puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
And you know, guys, showing how dynamic a weapon he is for this offense, they feed off of that energy and ability to make plays. It gets them going.
And it's Lillard missing.
Well, you know, stopping him is never easy to do, but the defense was strong there.
The pass to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. And Jokic with the basket on the assist by Murray. Murray's got 3 assists in the game. Lillard outside. Softly drops in the floater. Lillard's got 11 in the second half.
I like when Lillard gets a little tricky with it. Outstanding at measuring the floater and dropping it in.
And now Lillard running the floor all by himself. Offline with his 3. Denver leading by 6. 1:02 left in the fourth quarter. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. Jokic, no good. The Trailblazers on offense. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
And when it matters most, the coach has the confidence that McCollum will deliver.
Martin dishes to Murray. 32 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. Ennis Kanter's checked in for the Trailblazers. 29 seconds left to play in the final quarter.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. And stolen by Barton. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Steps back and trains the jump shot. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
So the Nuggets win it. A truly gutsy performance. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for...
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So, welcome to 2K Sports for another. Here are the starters. For Los Angeles, we've got Kawhi Leonard. Batum's out there with Ivica Zubac. Then it's Paul George, and it's Beverly in at the point. And for Denver, we've got Will Barton. Jokic is out there at Bull. Then there's Murray, and it's Porter in at the small forward. Now here's Murray. Shot clock at 6. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And even at 6'5", Murray just elevates high inside for these buckets. A high percentage shooter down low.
Here's Zubac. Pass to Leonard. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. And he comes up with the deuce.
Don't you love it when you've got a small forward who can pass the basketball just like Paul George did there? Makes it look easy.
Murray, the pass to Barton. We're about 1 minute into the first. Now the pass to Jokic. The kick out to Barton. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's Denver now. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. George finds Leonard. For 3. That one doesn't go. And it's Denver the other way. And here's Jokic. He can't get it to go. George with the defensive effort. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
And it's Murray with the jam.
And the amazing athleticism of Murray just taking off towards the rim for the jam.
Now Zubac back to Beverly. Outside Leonard. 5 on the clock. Outside for Batum. Pass to Beverly. Lets it go from deep. And it's Denver with the rebound. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Here's Porter. Great that time from Leonard.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Outside Leonard. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
This guy is such an excellent finisher at the rim. He's got incredibly long arms and very strong hands.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Gordon. Oh, that was something else.
Wow, how about the burst? Aaron Gordon off the floor so fast. Don't sleep on him, gentlemen. You're going to look silly.
Jackson kicks to Kennard. JaVale McGee grabs the miss. Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
Now here's Green, and that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. And stolen by Gordon. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Dishes it to McGee. And stolen by Cousins. Morris against Kennard. On the wing, Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And they double up Cousins. Kennard's shot is off.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Kicks it out to Gordon. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
In a tough season a year ago for Aaron Gordon, Doris, fell short of the output he had the last few years. misses and had a tough time hitting from the outside.
Look, Greg, you're an former NBA player, so you know the history here. Trying to find a rhythm while fighting through injuries is very difficult to do. This guy's got unbelievable athleticism. He's sharpening his skills. I think it's just a matter of time for Aaron Gordon.
Now, here's Kennard. 6 to shoot. To the paint. Here's Ibaka. McGee with the block. And they get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Morris looking over the floor. Pass to McGee. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Here's Jackson. It'll count. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a... Earlier tonight, we spoke with Paul George about how they've integrated...
Everybody has a chip on their shoulder.
Greg, that last point is key. This team plays lockdown defense.
And that's a big part of their identity. Most teams talk about being well-balanced. This team lives it.
And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. So on the floor for Denver, JaVale McGee is out there with Gordon. And it's Green. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Dozier in at the 2.
It's easy to say. This guy wanted it more. Creating the second chance opportunity and cashing in.
Jackson against Morris. Jackson with the bounce pass. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for the Clippers. Zubac is checked in for Cousins. And Kawhi Leonard subbed in for Marcus Morris. Yep, it counts. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific play.
3 terrific kids, you're right. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. Trailing by 2. Here's Leonard. Gordon with the defensive effort.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Dozier passes to Gordon. And so they foul intentionally. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. The Clippers also changing it up. Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Ibaka. Paul George comes in for Luke Kennard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Jackson. For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Beverley with the ball. Now defended by Jokic. It's tipped. Here's Zubac. Barton with the rebound. Porter against George. Porter passes to Jokic. Zubac with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Shot from 16, and too long on the shot. Denver in the lead. Floats it up for Jokic. Batum with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Got a piece of it.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
the sneaky athleticism of Jokic, reminding everyone that he's capable of hammering it down on those alley-oops.
Now, here's Zubats. Now the dish to Leonard. Pass to George. Over in the corner, Beverly. And stolen by Murray. And another fast break opportunity for Denver. Here we go. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, just using those long strides to just kind of knife through the teeth of the defense. Porter daring them to hit him on that one.
And Porter drops them both. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Outside, George. Leonard, that's for 2. And again, no good by the Clippers. The Nuggets leading by 6. Bull, the pass to Porter. He's looking for Leonard and finds him. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Beverly with the ball. George, no good. Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Bull dishes to Porter. And again, Denver, no good. They can go 2 for 1.
It's about being smart right now.
Leonard looking around to stop the drought. And then Leonard with the dunk.
Now, this is a small forward who, because he's 230 pounds, can hold his own down in the low post. That is nicely done.
Now here's Barton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. To the middle. And Jokic throws it down.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Leonard inside. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one is on Bull.
The best scorers in the game have the ability to get to the free throw line. Kawhi Leonard lives there.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
He gets it up. That shot misses. And so it's the Denver. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that does it for our...
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You have to like what we're seeing so far from Kawhi Leonard.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. We've got DeMarcus Cousins. Baca is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Now Murray. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. And here is Murray. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. That's on Reggie Jackson. Michael Porter, he's checked in for Denver. And the Clippers with a change here too. Morris is checked in. Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
I'm not sure what he thought he could get away with there. Pretty clear over the back.
Yeah, easy call for the officials. Sometimes I think you can reach over without making contact, but that was not one of those times.
Now here's Green. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. Morris with the ball. Guarded now by Morris. And the foul called on Marcus Morris. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Clippers on defense. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Boy, still a dependable shot blocker. That is what got Serge Ibaka playing time at the beginning of his career. Nice.
Gordon. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Gordon's got the lead up to 9 now for the Nuggets. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Kennard kicks to Jackson. The pass to Ibaka. Shot clock at 6. Outside for Jackson. Here's Kennard. Offensive rebound.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Pass to Morris. Passes to Gordon. Here's Dozier. And that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2. For Denver, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. That free throw, no good. A platoon swap here for the Clippers. Good on the second free throw. Clippers trail by 10. George looking over the floor. Pass to Leonard. Outside, George. Back to Leonard. It's deflected. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Leonard's got 12 in the game.
Well, this guy is never a bad option in a tough situation. Kawhi Leonard under duress. Nicely done.
The drive by Gordon. Can't get it to fall. And it's Batum with the ball, bringing it up for the Clippers. Their defense has only allowed 6 points in the second half. Leonard, the pass to Beverly. Back to Leonard. With the teardrop. Denver grabs the miss. And here comes the break. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Leonard attacking. And there's the pass to Zubac. It's hauled in by Gordon.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Back to Green. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Pass to Gordon. McGee up top. Zubac defending. McGee's shot is off. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's George. Count that one. George has got his first basket.
That's not an easy play. Paul George is an extraordinary player. Keeps his eye on the bucket at all times.
Morris against Beverly. Morris passes to Green. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And I'll bet his percentage is pretty high from that range.
Outside Leonard. Gets it off. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The Nuggets leading by 10. Cole is out there with Jokic. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Barton in at the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver. Now here's Murray. Jokic passes to Murray. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Porter. And good that time. Porter's got the lead up to 12 now for the Nuggets.
And he's just adept at scoring in so many ways. It's clear Porter very comfortable operating inside.
And the call up against Jokic. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Beverly. Kicks to George. Clock at 6. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
Murray against Beverly. Here's Jokic. That shot off the mark. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. George dishes to Cousins. Back to George. Out to the right wing. Beverly wide open. No good from outside. Denver leading by 12. Barton passes to Murray. Jokic with it. 11 feet away. Yep, that one goes in there.
And just paying attention to the details and makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now here's Beverly. Now George. Out left to the wing. Poked away and stolen by Barton. And there's Murray on the assist by Barton.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Passes it to Cousins. Back to George. Pass to Mann. Now George. 6 on the shot clock. Shot from 12. No good off the back of the rim. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the fourth. And now they decide to foul intentionally. A different look for Denver. JaMychal Green comes in for Bol. And it's Aaron Gordon in for Porter. And a switch here also for the Clippers. Leonard's checked in. There's the pass to Gordon. Barton outside. Drains it from beyond the arc. Barton's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively. Well, what he lacks in size for a typical center, he makes up for with all that athleticism. Boy, can he elevate.
Beverly against Murray. 1:46 left in the fourth quarter, and it's Jokic missing. Clippers trail by 17. George dishes to Cousins. And Ibaka kicks to Leonard. Trying to get open is Ibaka. And Leonard gets it to go.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Denver.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not all about luck. I thought their overall shot selection was better.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Jamal Murray.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
And the Clippers have possession after the Nuggets pick up 2. Oh, and the jam by Leonard.
Well, this is what they needed earlier on. At some point, it's too little, too late.
Yeah, but then again, this run came against a team that may have felt it had already won, and you get the sense it let its guard down.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Gordon. He kicks it to Barton. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. And Jokic gets it to go. And the Nuggets lead by 17.
making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Traps in the tray.
I'll tell you, his ability to stretch the floor is crucial to this team. Pretty play.
Here's Jokic. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. Some good moments throughout this one, but